Sorry it's been a while since the last video. Just life has happened, been traveling, had surgery, weather's been awful, so I just really haven't gotten around to it, and I keep wanting to, but anyway, here I am. The video that I've been really looking forward to doing is about choice, and it came to me in a journey a little while ago, and it was such an important thing. And as far as choice goes, I see choice as being one of the most profound and fundamental things about being a conscious soul or a conscious existence. And it doesn't matter whether you're an atheist or whether you're spiritual. If you're an atheist, just the mere fact that you have this autonomy, this ability to manipulate your environment, that you can change your environment or change the future, is quite profound. It's quite incredible that you have the power to do that. A rock can't do that, so that in itself is amazing. And then on a spiritual level, it's so much more profound that as a consciousness in this universe, you've been given the freedom to make these choices and to ultimately affect an outcome. Very, very profound. But I'm looking at this now more from your own wellness point of view. And it's very important that in order to be a well, peaceful, contented person, choice has to be a big part of your life. And when I say that, what I mean is you need to be actively choosing all the time. Being in the driver's seat of your life, taking responsibility for your life, showing up and being there and making choices, and actively participating in your journey. You can't get anywhere without that. It's so important. And so this particular lesson was about the different kinds of choices. So the first kind is what I would think of as a functional choice. So chicken or beef, window seat or aisle seat, what to watch on Netflix. And then even emotional or seemingly deeper choices than that, like should I, should I propose to my partner, or should I go and visit my mother? Even things that seem like they're deeper than that still is a functional choice. It's basically choosing what's going to happen next, right? And those kind of choices are the choices that everybody makes all the time. Should I do this or should I do that? Forks in the road is another way of putting it. Fork in the road choices. But what we often don't do, and this is really the most important part, is we often don't choose our lives as they are. Not what's going to happen next, what is. And to actually say, I choose this. I choose this. I choose every single thing in my life. And that is a game changer. When you realize just how powerful those words are and what a spiral it might send you into, because there's so much in our lives that we're just a victim of. We don't actually choose so much in our lives. We're victims of choices that have been made in the past. So these functional choices, like, okay, I'm going to buy this car, even something like that, trivial. I'm going to buy this car. Today, 3 years down the line, you're driving that car. You're now a victim of a choice that you made 3 years ago. But you don't wake up every morning and say, I choose to be driving this car. This is the life I choose. I choose to be driving this car. I choose to be married to this person. I choose to do this as a job. I choose to have these friends. I choose to have these conversations and to have these relationships in my life. I choose every single thing in my life. You have no idea how difficult that is to do. If you really, really take it seriously, it is a very, very difficult thing to do. And it exposes so much of that kind of being a victim of past choices. Because when you say to yourself, I choose to do this job, all of a sudden you might be like, oh, hang on a sec. No, I actually don't choose that. I don't choose that. I just don't have another job. And I don't have a choice. And that's where you got to be really careful, is when you hear yourself saying, I don't have a choice. you never don't have a choice. You might not like the choice, and it might not be convenient and good and give you everything that you want, but you always have a choice. You don't have to stay in that job. You can choose to leave that job. Yes, maybe you'll have financial difficulty. That's irrelevant. It's not the point. We're not talking about making easy choices. We're saying, if you're going to stay in that job, you choose to. You choose to. You choose that over being destitute. But it's not that you have no choice. You must choose that. You must actually say, I choose that. And another place that this shows up in our lives is in our manner of speaking. So, as an experiment, it would be great if you go into the next, like, say, week of your life and watch how often you say the words, I can't or I have to. So, example, I have to go and pick up the kids at 3. I can't make it to your party. I can't possibly do that and that as well. I have to be at work by 9. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pick up the kids. You can just leave them there. Oh, well, no, I can't. Yes, you can. You're not going to. And that's the difference between choice and have to. You choose to pick your kids up. And you have to say that to yourself. I choose to pick my kids up. It's not that I have to. I have to means that you have no choice and your life is miserable and you're just doing what you have to do. That's not true. You can absolutely abandon your family if you want to and just go off, just disappear. And you might say, no, I can't do that. That's a terrible thing to do. Just because you're not prepared to do that doesn't mean you don't have a choice. So understand that you do have a choice and that you're the one who's not willing to make a different choice. So choose the choice that's there. You must say, I choose this. You can't say, I don't have a choice. You do have a choice. You might not have choices that you like. But the fact is, you have to choose what it is that you're doing. Choose your life. And you can put a disclaimer on that. You can say, I choose to do this until I do something else. I choose to do this because I don't have the courage to do that. But the sentence has to start, I choose to do this, XYZ, because of XYZ. Try it. Try it. And you will enter a tug of war with yourself on so many aspects of your life when you say, I choose this, and your soul says to you, why? Why do you choose that? You might have a lot of answering to do to yourself. And that's answering that we avoid by just saying, I can't and I have to. I can't and I have to. It's reasonable for me to say that I'm imprisoned by my life. It's not reasonable and it's not good. And it leaves you in this kind of autopilot to nowhere. Instead of really taking responsibility and saying, I am where I am because I choose to be here. I haven't given up yet. I haven't committed suicide. I haven't run away. I choose to be here in this life. Choose your life every day. And it's, it just really shines a light on how powerful choice is. So give it a bash and let me know in the comments if this resonates with you.